Previously on Cyberpunk Edge of Extinction.
Puts his hand on your shoulder. Hey, I don't like your attitude.
Cool, neither does anybody else. What do you want me to do about it? And then I punch him a bunch.
Punch a bunch. Their eyes just kind of thump, thump. And you fall unconscious. Oh, hey, Ricky, what's up?
I was just wondering if you wanted an autograph.
What? I guess so.
Okay, and I punch him in the face.
Amazing.
You know, he's very Logan from Logan. I don't like people, you know that.
Jane, come on in.
I'm a representative of a firm that we won't be naming here in this meeting. But mostly, we have an interest in your father. Do you think that this is something you could achieve?
Whether or not I can achieve it isn't really the discussion. It's whether or not I want to achieve it.
You are gonna be a star. You'd be amazed how much some businessmen and sometimes businesswomen types will pay to experience the thrill of being beaten to death by someone such as Poltergeist Ghost. Get jacked! Get jacked! You need someone out of prison. Is this somebody important to you? But I just might have a favor I need.
Oh, fuck. Is this some kind of joke?
You're gonna need to become familiar with a man named Tony Campara. Rumor has it, he's a Militech executive. Done something stupid, gave him something stupid. This is a pretty big fish, and I want it fried, and I want it fried right.
I'm in.
I'm in.
Back in.
Sure. Sounds fun.
Welcome to Infinite Sided Dice, where we tell stories and the dice decide our fate. We are back with more of Cyberpunk Edge of Extinction. We rejoin the crew, having just finished your conversation at Dreamland, involving many songs by Ricky Wars and many drinks provided by FaZe. Most of which you're pretty sure were just drinks. And you return to your respective dwellings. On the way out the door, Ricky, make a perception check with hearing.
Right. Perception check with hearing.
Yeah, a listening perception check. Mm-hmm. We say this because he's got
good ears.
cool ears.
Yeah.
He's got cool, special ears.
I do, and I just have to remember what the bonus is.
Are they actually different kind of ears? Do you have like elven ears or
No,
something?
it's all
Elven ears here.
Cyber elven ears?
They're like uber elven ears from like Warcraft or
They have
something.
antennas on them.
Okay, so it should be this plus 2, plus 13, 21.
21.
Yeah.
That's very good. You hear a familiar sound to you. It's just sort of a tss, 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 and out from around the corner, and you peer around the corner and you see someone you recognize. It's Rattle Cam throwing up his latest piece on the side of in an alley next to Dreamland. You see he's written, you see the first parts of the word that you imagine will be like smash, and then there's a building behind it that's on fire, with smoke sort of pouring out of the windows, and it's kind of like and then that kind of like forms up into it looks like it's starting to form into like a symbol or something like that. And he's really just so involved in his work that he doesn't see you yet.
Does the piece itself, it just looks like cool art, or does it look?
It's just cool art.
Just nothing. There's nothing specific.
Yeah, no, it's not a designer bleak piece.
Okay, great.
In fact, with the 21, you hear like he's got headphones on that are reasonably good at keeping the sound in, but you can pick out just like a sort of familiar, like not familiar, but like a boom bap kind of mid-tempo drum beat kind of like playing through his headphones as he's working.
Okay. Does that sound like a band I know?
It's okay. Make a streetwise roll.
Okay, cool. $15.
15. You don't recognize this one.
Okay, cool.
It's not your usual
Yeah.
fare.
All right, I don't want to startle him. So I just try to get within his peripheral vision.
Yeah. He notices you sort of.
Yeah.
And pops his headphones off, and the sound of the boom bap gets a little louder. You can hear, sounds like a male voice rapping, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And he says to you, he's like, "Oh, hey, Ricky." Oh. And he's maybe 8 inches taller than the last time maybe over the last few years, he's just like kind of shot up. And he's got that voice that's like almost overnight. He's just like dropped like half an octave.
That like new teenage voice that's way too deep.
Yeah.
You know, that eventually will go up a little bit, but that person's so good.
He's still kind of figuring it out.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, Ricky, what's up?
Like, nothing much. I noticed you're working on a new piece.
Yeah, man. Trying to figure something out.
Like what? What are you going for?
I don't know, man. It's less about what I'm trying to figure out in the art and just kind of more about what I'm just trying to figure out, like, in my head.
Hey, that's part of the journey, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. You really don't know what it's going to look like before it's done. Same thing with writing music.
Yeah. I saw you had a new record.
We did. I do. But, I don't know. I'm one of those people that's kind of always writing, even if I'm not putting pen to paper.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just things, you just see things, they inspire you.
Yeah. That's cool.
Yeah. What are you listening to?
Oh, it's kind of, okay, so this is that AI Tupac record from 2030.
Oh, yeah.
You might remember it's actually the reason they stopped allowing AI recordings of voices. Lyrically, it all just kind of draws from his earlier work, and the flow is good. But I think what's important about this, though, is it's actually the last record that Dre actually did the beats for. It was a really interesting collaboration. This kind of, I don't know, it's not like, it's not like punk or whatever, but it's definitely.
Are you kidding? Hip hop was always punk, as far as I'm concerned.
Right on, that's cool.
Right?
Yeah.
Anti-establishment, trying to shake things up. That's always punk.
Yeah. Sorry I haven't been around at the shows and stuff. I'm still like ride or die for sure.
Dude, don't worry about it. Do your thing, man. Yeah. Listen. For some people, designer bleak is a phase. For other people, it's life. Or some people find their ways in and out. That's the way it is with bands, right? I was the same way. So,
Yeah.
We're always here for you, man.
Just seems like Blades is always busy now, and Rocket went to school.
Yeah.
So I'm just kind of.
You just trying to find your way?
I roll with the Piranhas a little bit, but those guys they're not really about anything.
No, they're not. Well, what do you want to do? Why don't you come by, come by the club a little bit more often. Let me see what you're into. You're a solid dude. I've known you for a long time.
Yeah,
right? Who knows? Maybe now and then we can put you to work.
Yeah, I think about you a lot because, I don't know, I just want to I want to do something. Like you don't just, Don, I'm not going to take anything away from singing and playing music, but man, what makes your music real is that you're real, man. And that's, I don't know, these beats are real. And maybe the voice ain't real, but the beats are real.
Well, I appreciate that. And I think I'm picking up what you're putting down now.
Cool.
Listen, what you're talking about always comes with a little bit of a price, a little bit of risk, right? When you being real, some people just don't like it. But I think it's the only way to be. This is starting to look real to me. I'm pointing at the art. So,
yeah, sometimes I just wonder if it's just paint on a wall, man.
You wish you want to have more of an impact.
Yeah. Anyway.
Well, listen, don't keep this stuff to yourself. Come by. Chat. Come by and chat with me anytime you want, all right?
Okay.
Talk about specifically what you know.
Well, it's cool talking to you. If you don't mind, I'm gonna get back on this.
Absolutely.
Kind of was in a zone.
Yeah, sorry
cool
about that.
No, man, no.
No, but I get the zone.
You're never gonna be interrupting me. I always want to chat when I can. Cool, man.
Cool, man. I give him a signature handshake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nova.
All right. Sweet. All right, Choom. And I start heading to. I was on my way to.
You're just going home, I think.
Going home?
Okay. After your thing at the Dreamland.
Sweet. Okay. Time of day is like evening at this point.
Nighttime.
Yeah. All right.
You guys stayed up late, I think. We tried. Probably there was some planning. We can revisit that. But
yeah.
I think there was a lot of. Seemed like the planning turned into singing and drinking and hanging out, as sometimes it can do. Let's cut to next morning at Knockouts. We'll go to Poltergeist. You wake up to the smell of kibble eggs and kibble bacon being fried. I forgot that there isn't actually food, but it smells reasonably good.
As good as kibble can smell.
Yeah, for sure. Compared to the prison food you've been eating for the last 3 years, this is going to be this is much better fare here at Knockouts. Actually, one thing about Rhonda is she does sort of take care of everybody in a nice way. Like, you feel like all the fighters you've picked up, Loren as well. You've picked up that like all the fighters care for her, and she cares for all the fighters and the crew in general. She's sitting in her at her little breakfast nook, essentially like the med bay, and then there's like living quarters attached to all that some of the fighters stay all the time. Tiny stays all the time. You are staying all the time. Some of the other more successful ones have their own apartments. You know, Jackhammer has to be able to like, you know, take people back to his place, you know. That's why what's he in it for otherwise? Loren, I don't know, you probably don't stay, but you get there early.
Yeah, I would go home for sure.
Yeah. I don't know if you roll in early for breakfast, but
probably not.
Yeah.
I would imagine I would show up like maybe 3-4 minutes early. and that's about it. Like,
Sure.
I'm mostly just on time, but every now and again, I'm like a couple minutes early.
Yeah. Not doing anybody any favors.
No.
Yeah, so Poltergeist having breakfast with Rhonda. Come here. Come here, sugar.
I don't think you should call me that.
Oh, I'm sorry, baby.
All right.
Have a seat. I think we need to talk. I don't know you that well, and you don't know me that well. But I think we could maybe get to know each other a little bit. That sound okay?
I guess so.
Now, the other day, we were talking about my friend Gio Campara,
Yeah,
the
I
target.
remember.
You mentioned killing him real quick and casual. I almost thought you were joking, but I get the sense maybe you weren't.
No,
Yeah, you're not the joking type, huh?
not really.
Okay, just so we're clear, it works better if he doesn't die. Because I got things working in and out, but he's got to take the fall. And if he's dead, I don't think he takes the fall, and the whole thing kind of...
Sure.
There's a lot of ins and outs. You're good at taking orders. I do like that.
Thanks.
She looks at you with like gives you a real long stare, kind of like she's trying to look straight through your eyes. I'm gonna make a human perception roll for her,
Oh, cool.
but I'm gonna first borrow this D10. Sorry about
Bro,
that.
what are you doing?
Not to part the curtain, but it's like 8 a.m. in Sun Valley. Never too early for gaming.
No, never.
And I don't know if you want to make a deception or
I don't think it would be deception.
I assume you Poltergeist is at the very least trying not to give anything. Or maybe you're trying to persuade her.
It might just be a cool
fucking-
check.
Or yeah,
Straight cool.
You know what?
Straight up cool.
Yeah, make a cool.
I think so. Ten explodes. I'm so cool.
Nice.
18.
Wow, she got a good roll, but she gives you a good long stare and is met with your sort of flat, cool eyes. You're a hard one to figure out.
I don't really think there's much to figure out.
Well, listen. If you and your friends want to get a read on Gio, he's requested attendance of one of your fights. You made yourself a little reputation around knockouts. You're gonna be my little superstar is what you're gonna be.
I guess whatever keeps me out of prison.
I think you'll find that if you're open to it, this can be a lot better than prison. You can find a life here.
I guess a life here is as good as any life anywhere.
Yeah. So, one other thing you're gonna need to do for me. Fight will be tomorrow. We're gonna put you up against Jackhammer.
Cool.
I know, he's not your favorite. And you're not gonna like this next part, but y'all gonna need to lose that one.
Why?
Because that's just part of the business here.
You want me to lose a fight?
Yeah,
Didn't you just say I'm gonna be your little superstar?
Mm-hmm.
So
but right
why-
now, Jack Hammer's the superstar. And part of the storyline that we've written for this coming month is Jack Hammer. We've got a lot of merch printed. You see those t-shirts? They aren't free. We're making a lot of money, and when you humiliated him, it put a dent in my merch sales.
I don't really think he needs me to humiliate himself.
Fair enough. But what we need right now is a win for Jack Hammer, and that win needs to be over the ghost. So I need you to, we can be friends. It's just a little play acting.
Sure.
Ah, sugar, I knew you'd come around.
It doesn't really seem like I have much of a choice.
Welcome to Night City. It's gonna be fun. Just little play acting. The hits are real, but sometimes the outcomes are not.
Yeah, I don't really care. Do you know where Loren is?
Oh, he'll be here soon.
Cool.
We do have our Monday afternoon meeting. He sometimes makes it to those, so if not, he'll be here for the fight tonight.
Are you gonna tell those two idiots that Gio's gonna be at my fight? Or do you want me to?
Oh, I can let him know.
Great.
Or you can.
I don't want to.
You know, that attitude will get you far in Night City. But knowing when to pick your battles, when to win and when to lose, is gonna get you a lot farther.
Cool. Is the lecture over, or can I go back to my room now?
Take some eggs. Let's cut to, it's the morning, so we'll stay chronological. You are met, it's early, you roll into Dreamland. How does Shitwrecked roll into Dreamland on a typical, like what time, what's going on? Is there a Starbucks?
Yeah, 5 in the morning, green juice in hand. Wearing Lululemon.
Black Lululemon.
I mean, that is kind of the outfit. I guess, well, because Dreamland, it's not open until later.
Yeah,
It's a club.
It's a club. There's no reason you would be there other than to maybe this is your base of operations for everything else going on.
Yeah.
So by day, Dreamland is probably a slightly different place.
Okay, so rolling like 10 a.m., like essentially in like a hangover gear, but not hungover. Like big sunglasses, fashionable sunglasses, whatever the equivalent of coffee, the largest cup of it, like the all black, like hood up, combat boots, kind of just like another day. Kicking in the door, walking in, just like go to the office.
You got the pineapple cola energy drink.
Yeah, the largest one they have.
Okay. As you get started on paperwork, is Taffy there with you in the mornings, or does she tend to sleep in?
I think she's more of a 2 p.m. riser.
Ah, gotcha. Yeah.
This is my quiet time.
This is your quiet time.
Yeah.
You hear 3 soft taps on the door of your office. Knock, knock, knock.
Yep.
It's Faze. That guy's here.
What guy? You wake up this early?
What? I thought it was late.
Oh, Jesus. All right. Let him in and sleep on the couch.
Yeah, I will.
Okay.
I definitely sleep. Faze sleeps. Don't even worry about that.
Uh-huh.
And he escorts Jean into the waiting room, and he's standing at your door.
Is this the time on the card?
It's a little early.
Okay.
May I come in?
Don't see why not.
Excellent. Sorry for my early intrusion. I have business overseas that I need to take care of. Unfortunately, I'll be needed elsewhere. But I wanted to see if there was any update on our agreement.
First of all, extremely bummer that you have to leave. And, yeah, I think we can handle it for you, but we're gonna need to do something for someone else first.
Excellent. So the wheels are in motion.
Yes.
He gives you one of those smiles that doesn't reach his eyes. Should you need anything at all, he pulls out a square of red paper and, like, very quickly folds it into a crane. Place this in the front window of your apartment. I or one of my associates will know to contact you.
Fascinating. Thanks. And, if at any point you feel like giving us any information at all, we'd really appreciate it. Just so we know we're not, screwing over the entire population by helping you.
I assure you the population will remain intact long after you and I have left.
But in what state?
The less you know, the safer you will be, ultimately.
Horrifying.
He smiles again.
Is that all?
Indeed. Thank you for your time.
Have a good trip.
He moves out of the room, silently.
I take the crane, put it somewhere safe. Lock it in a drawer before Faze finds it and puts it in a window on accident.
Pretty.
Exactly. A beard!
Loren, you do need to roll in. You had Maniac in the cryo tank, and so you just got to come in and make sure he's still alive and pop him out of there. And as you're doing that, Roach shows up. This is, if you don't remember, Roach is the brain dance guy who's been collecting data from fighters. And he's just kind of, he does this, he's around, he's shooting the shit. I can imagine Loren maybe not liking the company, but he's here nonetheless.
Okay.
He's like, Loren.
Yeah, sorry about the busted port there. I keep trying to tell that fucking Yono to steer clear of his port when he's busting his head.
Oh yeah, don't worry about it. Those things, I put cheap ones in on purpose. But as long as they get the data, it's fine. Yeah, have you ever experienced the dance, my dude?
Hell no, I ain't gonna be no brain potato.
Nah, it ain't like that. Now, maybe getting your ass kicked is not your thing. Maybe kicking ass ain't your thing. But trust me, I got a whole suite of options. I bet I could find something just for you.
You got one where the whole world gets destroyed?
Yet to acquire that particular experience.
Yeah.
I got something that'll make the world melt away, though.
Nah, like I said, I ain't trying to be no brain potato.
I go on here, I guarantee you'll like it. First one's on the house.
Am I not speaking English?
Met a guy. I am looking out for your best interest. I've seen a lot of guys like you. Grumpy, hate the world.
Who says that's me?
Come on.
I don't hate the world, I just hate people.
Imagine 5 minutes where that ache you feel in your knees when you wake up, you don't feel it. That itch where your cyberware that you've just kind of forgotten about, that itch where your cyberware meets your flesh, you don't feel it.
I'm a little partial to the old-fashioned thing, and I tap on my book. I escape that way.
Suit yourself. All right. If you ever change your mind,
It's unlikely.
have you ever had a bubble bath? Have you ever had a bubble bath?
You see him kind of stare off a little, and he kind of like, just kind of like, yeah, once.
Here, slot this. Slot this.
No.
If you don't like it, I'll give you 200 eddies right now. That's Roach's guarantee to you, a man of discerning taste.
I grabbed the chip.
You slot it or?
No, I put it in my pocket.
Well, it's not for keeps. Come on. I need that.
I throw it back at him. I was gonna destroy it anyway.
It was a loaner. Jeez Louise. I don't give these things away for free.
Look, I'm a little busy here. If you mind.
Personal collection, I open myself up to you. All right. I'll get you one of these days.
And I go over to the crowd chamber and I, whatever he says. I go
you're
to the crowd
now.
chamber and I put on my headphones and I put on Deep in the Spoke.
Yeah. Yeah. Take a hint. Okay, so Rhonda pings the relevant agents. I guess Loren she could talk to directly, but Ricky or Shitwrecked get information about Geo attending the fight tomorrow that Ghost is going to be fighting. You are all in connection with. You can all get in contact with each other if you want to. Where do you want to take it from here?
I will not be getting in contact with anyone but Ricky.
All right.
Well, I mean, we've agreed to go on this job together.
Sure.
So we're going to do this thing, right? All right, so I give Shitwrecked a buzz, or no, or whatever. Are you at the office?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just come by. I just show up.
Okay. I would also like when Rhonda pings that, can I want to ask her a question. I want to send back. So if Ghost, and I quote it, if Ghost is such a rising star and also freshly broken from jail, what's to stop the authorities from just taking her back and busting her whole operation? I mean, you're not hiding her.
Yeah, no, that's a fair question, baby. She's like texting you, calling you baby.
I prefer sugar.
Sugar? Sunshine?
Sugar?
I've spent a long time building up an operation that is somewhat symbiotic with the incarceration, the system that's put in place to incarcerate people. I have my connections, some of them on the inside, some of them on the outside, and I'm able to recruit my fighters from prison. It gives me leverage over them. And they don't like going back to prison, and usually I'm able to rehabilitate them. Jack Hammer was in for many years, and we spotted him. I mean, mostly we got him out because of his hair, but we've trained him up into a pretty decent fighter, and he's a bit of a celebrity. He lives a very nice life and hasn't gone back to crossing people the wrong way. So that's all there is to it.
Fair enough.
Same as I can do for your pop.
Fair enough.
I mean, he's not going to fight in the pits. I think we can... Let's take that off the table.
All right. If you insist. Great. Well, thank you. Choosing to trust you and your established operation.
And I'm choosing to trust you too, Sugar. All right. Anything else you wanted to say to her?
No.
Okay, so Ricky and Shitwrecked, do you want to have a convo about what the next move is?
I just go tippity tap tap on your door.
Hey, Ricky.
Hey, what's the story?
Well, Creepo McCrypty came in this morning. Apparently, he's off to across the seas.
What, Mean Gene?
Mean Gene.
Okay.
And he left this crane. Said if we need help from him, he or one of his associates will show up if I put it in the window of my apartment. So I'm gonna put it in this drawer here. Don't want FaZe or any of the guys accidentally taking it, and I don't know.
Not for nothing, but one of the upsides of working with these jerks is, well, sometimes you can get some pretty decent stuff. If he means...
Yeah, the origami is great.
Yeah. But if you put that in your window because, say, we need, I don't know, a rocket launcher, does that mean we can get one?
I mean, he wasn't very forthcoming with what need help means.
Oh, I'm sorry. Was he vague again?
Shockingly, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm assuming, like... big trouble, like we get them out, but they're after us before we can do anything, or, you know?
Well, they'll contact us. And then we can discuss it then. All right.
I feel it's like we'll know when the time is right to play this bird.
Absolutely.
As it is.
Something came to me. It occurred to me that, you know, Poltergeist knew Red Ghost quite well. Red Ghost was Zach. I haven't heard from Zach in a long time. Zach might know whatever the hell is in your dad's head.
Do I know? Do I know the status of?
He has disappeared.
Okay.
But he's never around. I mean, he's Red Ghost for a reason.
Yeah.
I no longer know how to contact him directly, right?
No, you never really,
really
knew how to contact him. He would reach out to you.
Exactly.
This is the longest it's been since you've been in contact with him, since you've not heard word.
Right. So we could check with Poltergeist, see if she's heard from him sooner.
I feel like if he were around, Poltergeist would not have been in jail. But why don't you go ahead and take point on that line of inquiry? Because I'm kind of done asking her questions for a while.
You don't like getting chatty with Poltergeist?
No, the thing where she immediately punched me in the face upon meeting her really soured the relationship.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Yeah,
no, I hear that, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
I'll chat with her on that. She is, with this thing coming up, if things go, belly up, she's gonna come in handy.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, her fighting skills are unparalleled. That's not the issue.
Yeah, no, I'm just, I'm not taking her on any Ricky Charm offensives anytime soon, though.
No, I don't.
Like, part of my
I don't think even you
team
would be able to crack that.
No. Even I can admit.
Even you have your limits, and I think she's it.
She's my kryptonite. Yeah. She might be my kryptonite. Okay, but I think this could work. We just have to. Now, sorry. Aside, did we work out? We did do the planning. We're assuming we did do the planning.
No, I think
that can't come.
Yeah,
okay.
I mean, we can flash back to the stuff you wanted to say during the night. That's fine. But basically, just Yeah.
Why don't we get what we want done situated, and then it sounded like they just wanted to be told what the plan was, so I don't really think there was much input wanted to be given there. You know?
All right, great. Let's reach out. Let's get the ball rolling. Or, ooh, you look like you have something else.
Well, would I be familiar with this casino from, corpo stuff? Like, did my parents go there, frequent there?
It's not quite that kind of place. You're talking about Geo Compose.
Yes.
Make a, I guess Streetwise would really be.
Like, is it a seedy place or like a bougie?
Why don't we get a roll and I'll tell you what you know.
Streetwise, I'm sure I'm great at that.
Or you can do, you can use one of your research skills or call on one of your friends.
One of my friends. I have friends.
I mean, Blades is a useful babysitter, but...
Fair. Okay. Sure. Yeah, I'm sure Blades comes in whenever she wants.
Yeah, I mean, you could reach her and
call. Have an assistant, too?
I did, for the paper, yeah.
Yeah, and Shelley Strong.
Yes.
And
Shelley, my
you
intern.
can always, I don't know how awkward it'd be, but you could always...
Portia?
You could hit up Portia or... you could try hitting up Jericho.
What about Carson? Can I call that guy?
He might give you a new phone who dis.
Oh jeez. No. Why don't I'll contact Blades. I'll call Blades.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, what do you know about Geo's casino? What's the casino? Did she ever tell us the name of the casino? What's his name?
You mean Little Caesar's Palace?
Yep. That's what I mean.
People go there to gamble.
Obviously.
Gamble.
What else would you do?
I know Geo's kind of a creep.
Yeah.
But like lots of guys are creeps.
Fair.
Yeah, there's like a sort of mid-level. I know he has high rollers sometimes. They come in, he'll fly them in, depending on your bankroll or whatever. It's just pretty normal casino operation. He usually has a nice a private security detail that keeps the riffraff out. I've never really been there myself.
All right. They ever have entertainment, concerts, live entertainment?
Let me see what. Let's get her a Streetwise roll. I don't know. I pretty much only listen to punk bands, and I'm pretty sure they don't play at Little Caesars.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah, but those guys all go in for that shitty AI Frank Sinatra covers of early 2000s music.
Sure. All right. Well, thanks. If you find out anything more, if you want to do more research into it, maybe find some blueprints or how much security details in there, and give you a little taffy break there.
Whatever. And then she goes to her agent, but you can see just the corner of her mouth turns up. This is you've learned to speak Blades over the last 3 years. She's very excited to have a job that involves digging.
Yeah. I'm sure Taffy will be asleep all day from that headache.
Yeah. You hear a soft...
There she is.
No, you look over and Faze is just... his face
Jesus.
is straight down into the couch.
Why is Faze there?
Well, you're at Dreamland, right?
Oh, I thought you meant in the. Okay, never mind. I thought you was like at the house, like at the like. I was like, why is Face sleeping on my couch?
No,
not that couch, Face.
Yeah, yeah. You.
Okay, that couch.
That couch at Dreamland
Got
is
it.
where Face is.
Perfect. I open a drawer and take out a ratty blanket that I keep.
The face blanket.
Just.
He's like,
Stand up by itself.
Face,
she's Mama Bear.
Face sleeps.
Face. Oh, he's in his sleeping phase.
Okay. Great. So, where do we want to go? Fast forward to the fight. Do you have anything you want to take care of before then?
But we don't know about the fight yet.
No,
right?
we do. We were
Rhonda-
pinged.
Yeah.
You were pinged. Okay.
You were too.
That's right. I was.
Group text.
Good morning.
I was chatting with Rattle Cam. No.
Yeah.
No, I was pinged.
You're like, so what's he on? Like, look at your agent.
Yeah. Oh, shit. Let's go to a fight. Shall we?
Let's go to a fight.
Let's do it. Yeah. I'm ready.
Okay. If you don't want to do anything else before then, we can cut straight to fight night. This puts Poltergeist and Loren downstairs, ringside, along with Jack Hammer. And Jack's got like he's got a person there with him that he tells them they have to, like, they don't want to leave, but he's like, don't worry, I got this one, and we're gonna have a good time tonight. And yeah, I want to make him refer to himself in the third person too. It might be too much.
He just calls himself the Hammer.
The hammer's gonna be all right, baby.
There's a lawyer in Texas who calls himself the Hammer.
Oh. Same guy? Oh.
Same guy.
Same guy. Okay. Yeah, you two post up outside in the crowd. Do you bring... Tell me you don't bring 5 NPCs this time?
No.
Or no, you do?
No.
Is Mom there?
Listen.
Actually, I think Knuckles is there, whether you invite him or not, because he's a big Jack Hammer. He's a big Jack head.
Yeah.
Hammerhead would make more sense.
Hammerhead is good.
Hammerhead is really
I like
good.
that.
He's a hammerhead.
Yeah. I like maybe Blades meets up with us to...
Sure.
I mean, like, she could just send it to me, but...
Yeah, I think Blades is actually
she
busy.
wants.
She's on your assignment.
Great.
She's going to do some work.
Perfect.
Yeah, you walk by the merch booth and you see these shark heads, hammerhead shark hats. They're just hats that have like a hammerhead shark head on them for all the hammerheads. But you clock immediately. You don't even need anyone to point him out to you. Geo walks in. He's dressed in what everyone in the room probably thinks of as a really expensive suit, and Nautica, maybe not Shitwrecked, but Nautica definitely clocks it as like a tacky kind of. Ugh. Yeah, it might be expensive, but it's definitely like not something. It's a little bit. It's got like too wide of a pinstripe, and he's rolling with like. There's he has a big boy with him, a big muscle, but mostly it's just all a variety of women surrounding him, and he's got his arm around one. Make a human perception.
All of us?
The two of you.
Okay. 14.
Yeah, mine's 15.
15. Okay, 15 is okay. It's good enough to realize there is one of the women with him is that they're wearing stylish clothes, but actually, if you also want to, okay, you get the vibe from her that she's not fawning all over him. She's actually clocking the room a little bit more, which wouldn't be unusual except for the fact that she's in his entourage and everyone else is acting so different. It's almost like these other women are paid to look at him and she's not.
Okay.
And then you can just do a straight perception if you want
Okay.
as well. See what else we get out of the room.
That's a little better. 17.
17. Yeah, you recognize her stylish jacket as stylish body armor.
Okay. Yeah, I figured. Okay, cool.
With a 17, yeah, she has a confident stance and body armor.
I'll snap a picture or two with my eyes.
Yeah. So yeah, you do. Sure, you grab pictures of Geo. You grab a picture of this armored woman, and anybody else you want. Do you want to send those pictures to anybody or?
I'll send them to Blades.
Yeah. So okay, great. You pop those over to Blades. Other than that, he kind of swaggers up and he sits down in the VIP booth that you first met Rhonda in. So he just kind of takes her table. She comes up and kind of glad hands him, and he, you see him like get close to her and kind of say something in her ear, and then and then he sends Muscles over. He hands him. I always want to say like a big fat stack of cash. It doesn't really exist, but
Yeah, right.
And Muscles goes over to the chalkboard where the betting stuff is being done.
Okay.
What's your move?
It's like, well, his muscle blends in well. The two of them are not there with us.
No, they're prepping for fight.
They're prepping for fight, right? And we don't know anything about what she was asked to do.
No.
Okay, great.
Yeah. Above table, you guys don't know anything
Above table.
about.
Okay, great. It's like, all right, well, I'm sorry, but my money's on Poltergeist tonight.
Go for it. I'm not gonna stop you from spending your money.
I think I'll keep it in my pocket either way. But what do you think's going on there? His muscle blends in well.
Yeah. Gonna get some info on that.
Okay, great. Let's see. And other than the armored woman, everyone else, the rest of his entourage, they just seem to be hanger-ons. I feel like I have a special ability to recognize hanger-ons.
Groupies, as it were.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The rest of them seem
exactly.
like
They all are. They're all there. I mean, paid to be there. Maybe not directly, but they're there because he splashes money around and likes to keep pretty things. At his side. That's definitely the type. Aside from the one.
Great.
The one woman.
Great. I think we just keep seeing what we see from him. What do you think?
Absolutely.
But-
We'll just
Okay.
observe how he acts.
Joy, a little
Yeah.
bit of blood splattery, superness.
Downstairs, Rhonda walks in just before the fight starts, and oh hey, Sugar, Ghost. I know our conversation maybe was, but I got you something, and she tosses you some it's just like fabric, like silk fabric. And you instinctively catch it because she's thrown it like straight at you. And when you look at it, it's like a fight robe with pretty nicely embroidered Ghost on the back. Why don't you try that one on?
I put it on.
Yeah. It fits. It looks exactly how you'd think it would. Jackhammer looks a little like perturbed.
It's okay, buddy. You're winning tonight, so.
Damn right I am. Oh yeah.
Oh no.
And you walk out into your corners, and we hear the ding that signals the beginning of the fight. And with that, we are going to take a short break. Go ahead and get your snacks, and we'll be back very shortly. Hello! I apologize for this short interruption, but I wanted to offer on behalf of myself and everybody involved in making this show a heartfelt thank you. Thank you for tuning in, and thank you for watching Cyberpunk Edge of Extinction. We hope you're enjoying watching the game as much as we enjoy playing it. Now, if you are enjoying the show, I just want you to know that there's a whole lot more Cyberpunk Edge of Extinction, so click that subscribe button so you can come back next week and not miss any of the action. One more thing, if you have a friend or a gaming group or anybody at all that you think would enjoy this content, go ahead and share it with them. That way we can continue to grow the community and share this game with as many people as possible. But most importantly, just tune in next week for more of Cyberpunk Edge of Extinction. Once again, thank you.
Our program is made possible in part by Green Tower Games, a friendly local game shop in North Los Angeles County. Visit greentowergames.com. And by subscribers like you. Thank you.
Welcome back to Infinite Sided Dice, where we tell stories and the dice decide our fate. Real quick, if you haven't yet, smash that like button, hit the subscribe. It really makes a difference to the channel, and we really appreciate your support any way that you can give it. All right. The bell rings. The fight begins. Jackhammer. Standing in his corner, he turns his back to you and raises his arms to the crowd. All the hammerheads cheer. He starts pumping his arms like this, and the familiar ringing, "Get jacked, get jacked." But you notice it's maybe slightly less enthusiastic than the last time you guys fought. But then he turns around and moves toward you. We should roll initiative.
Correct. Yes.
I don't know if that implodes or not.
17.
Okay, he got a 7.
Sick. Great. Cool.
But so you see him wind up to throw a punch at you.
As he is kind of pumping up the crowd, I would love to run up to him and use a flying kick.
Oh, in the back.
Yeah.
Do you leave the robe on, or do you take it off?
Oh, I take it off.
Okay.
I don't leave it on. That'd be crazy.
Just for walking out. I'm just trying to paint the picture of you flying through the air.
Cool.
Okay, are you pulling this in any way, or
No.
are you just attacking? Okay.
Nope. Not at all. For an 18.
Okay. If you make this move while he's not looking at you, you're going to hit him.
Yeah.
Is this like, to paint the picture, is this like a flying kick, like a wrestling double leg drop?
Yeah.
Like,
Totally.
all right.
Fully.
Straight into the back. Go ahead and roll that damage. It's going to be significant, I think.
Not that significant. 8.
8 damage, okay. Mark that.
And they're not wearing armor, right?
And they are not wearing... they are not wearing armor. Nobody's wearing armor.
Wearing flashy pit fighter gear. Or maybe not so flashy.
No, Jackhammer wears a color shifting Speedo. that is like black, but when the light hits it, like it's iridescent, like different like rainbow colors.
Oh, that's hilarious.
He also has a collar on.
Okay.
Yeah, but not like a dog collar, but just like a choker.
Yeah.
That's how jackhammer rolls.
That's it. Just the speedos.
You hit him in the back, and you hear he's in the middle of doing his chant, and you hear oh, and he smashes into the fence, and the crowd, oh, and then he turns around. Are you gonna?
He's knocked prone.
Oh, he's knocked. Okay, so he smashes into the fence and lands on the ground.
And then I'm gonna look over the crowd, and I'm gonna look for Rhonda.
Oh no.
Yeah. Well, make a perception check.
That's what I'm talking about. Get him, Ghost.
Cool.
I roll my eyes.
You hear Ricky yell this from the crowd.
14.
A 14, yeah. You see Rhonda. With a 14, you can't tell exactly what her expression is, but she's chewing on her cigar, watching you. She definitely eyes. You guys lock eyes if you look at her, because she's looking right at you. Okay, he stands up and turns and now runs at you, getting ready to throw his trademark haymaker. He swings at you, gets a 14. Are you going to try to evade?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'd have to roll a 1 to not. That's a 1. Yeah, I don't evade.
Great. He makes contact with you. It's just like a brawling strike. It does 5 damage.
Cool. Am I wearing armor?
No armor in the ring.
I laugh
Great.
a little.
Yeah, you step to the side and it just kind of clips you. It doesn't really, he doesn't connect squarely. But as he does, the crowd cheers again, and Rhonda's just still watching, stone-faced, more or less. You guys see Geo react positively to Jackhammer connecting with Poltergeist.
Let's see where his money is.
He has a confident look about him the whole time. Maybe some of the hanger-ons, like when Jackhammer got kicked, they all like cover their mouths and like, oh, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Except for the one that you know is pretty stone-faced. She's cool as a cucumber.
I am watching him.
Yeah. Eyes on
see if I
him
pick up
versus
on anything.
eyes on the fight, I guess, is maybe splitting attention.
Yeah, so I'm
Great.
I'm watching both.
Okay.
But
Back to
But it's
Poltergeist. It's your turn.
Yeah, he clips me on the side of the face, and I will, I think I'm gonna, you said it's chain link around the ring? Mm-hmm. I'm gonna crawl up the side of the chain link.
Okay.
And then try to just, like, suplex, like, body slam down into him.
Okay. Let's... I feel like climbing a fence
Climbing
is not
feels-
hard.
Yeah, I don't know.
But I want to see how well you land this, or if you have any disadvantage to your strike for making the cool move. So, it's athletics, yeah?
Sure. Explodes. 25.
Yeah, with a 25, you don't even really... It's not like to climb the fence, you're linking your fingers into it. It's an octagon, so what you do is you kick off one pylon up to the other and get yourself a good 10 feet up off the ground when you launch off the second pylon. And the crowd gasps, and you make your attack roll now.
Cool. Do you want this to be brawling? This doesn't seem, flavor-wise, does not seem like martial arts to me.
No, unless you're making a martial arts strike, this would be...
Yeah.
It does fall under
Let's call it brawling.
I see this shit wreck. I go, holy shit, Spider Ghost.
22.
A 22. He rolls a 15 to evade. So you connect.
Cool. $15.
Okay. He's gonna make a 15 damage.
Yeah.
Eesh.
So I'm rolling a 46. I mean, it's an average of 14 damage every time.
Ouch. That takes out to 23. And you land with your elbow, and he goes to the ground underneath the weight of you, and you have your elbow on his throat, but he kind of chokes it out like, "What are you doing?"
Switch. And then I roll over and pull him on top of me.
He looks dumb for a second, and really confused that he's suddenly on top of you. And but he's performed before, so he gets it. And he takes a strike down at explodes. Now that you're probably not even gonna evade. But he gets a 27.
Yeah.
The hell was that?
Make a perception check.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would I know that these things are like entertainment
Rigged?
value?
I don't know. The blood is definitely real.
Yeah.
You don't come to this place.
Yeah.
but
like, Diane doesn't watch wrestling, but she knows that it's like, or like fights,
it's a thing.
that it's
Sure,
like a
I got you.
thing.
Wasn't great. 14.
I'll allow a streetwise roll.
Okay.
A 14.
Yeah.
Make a deception check, Poltergeist.
Or would it be acting?
Acting.
performance?
It's an acting
Sure,
stat.
it is a performance.
20.
20. Yeah, you know that these fights get fixed. You know that fight fixing exists, and this seems like the type of place that fight fixing would happen.
Explodes.
But this is some convincing shit.
23.
Wow.
With a 23, the two of you are like, oh, dang, Jack Hammer just did the reverse on her. I did manage to roll an 11 for damage.
Okay.
It's 11 on 2d6.
Ouch. Oh shit! Well, I thought she had him.
As his fist connects with you, and it's maybe he's taking out a little extra aggression, and maybe you just didn't expect him to actually, because he's never hit you this hard. He hits you dead in the face, and you've taken punches before, so it's not anything new. But with that 11 points of damage, I want you to roll for me a d10, and you're going to try to roll your humanity or lower.
Cool. Explodes.
Okay, so you clearly got over your humanity.
No, I rolled a 13.
No, under your humanity is what.
My humanity is 28.
No, sorry, the score. So you have a 3, right?
I have a 2.
A 2.
Yes. Gotcha.
Okay, yeah.
Empathy score, not humanity points.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I misspoke. Sorry, folks. The homebrew roll is going to be the empathy score or lower. We're using some mechanics related to something. It's a little bit homebrewy that we'll get into later. Okay. So you exploded, so you went over, well over your empathy. We go to the next round of combat. As his fist connects with you, suddenly you are in a cell-like room. It's gray walls, gray cinder block walls, and there is a attack dummy, an automated attack dummy on your chest, and you hear the voice of Red Ghost saying, "Okay, you've been pinned, now counter." Make your attack roll.
Yeah, for 22.
22. Yeah. Hits.
Crit.
You crit, okay. So how much damage is it?
16 damage.
16 plus 5 for the crit, or is that included? Did you include the 5?
Plus 5, so 21.
So 21. Go ahead and roll your 2d6. 7. I'm rolling on... Okay, yeah. This is the foreign object critical on the head chart. This doesn't, like, just to flavor it. You hit him and one of his false teeth comes out and gets lodged in his throat, and you hear him gag. Loren, you're reading your book in the corner, and the sound of bones cracking is enough to grab your attention.
Well, that's not gonna be good.
You also know this fight is supposed to be fixed the other way. When you look up, you see Jackhammer's face is like turning into hamburger, just on this single strike from her on the ground. Poltergeist, you have another move here. He falls backward. You're back in the gray room, and you've countered. You're now on top of the dummy, and you hear Red Ghost say, "Submission hold."
Submission hold.
Yeah. So roll.
Is that a grapple?
Yes, roll a grapple.
Cool. Great. What do I add to grapple? I don't have this up.
Brad should know the rules. He has a minus.
Yeah, I don't know. Do you have it up?
Grappling is a contested athletics roll.
Okay, great. Cool. 15.
Okay. Yeah, you squirm around behind him. He's completely dazed and doesn't know what's going on. You see Poltergeist begin to choke Jackhammer. And you see him smacking her arm over and over again. Make a roll under your humanity.
Come on,
empathy,
baby.
Sorry.
Roll low, roll low. Ooh, should I use luck and subtract?
That's fair if you want to.
Yeah, I think I do. Yeah, why the fuck not? I'm gonna use all 5 of my luck.
Okay.
One. Did it.
Okay.
Needed 5. Yeah.
Yeah, you hear the voice of Red Ghost still ringing in your ear. Do not initiate combat unless you are ready to finish combat. We fight only to kill. And then you suddenly smell the dirt of the arena floor and the familiar iron taste of blood, and it's not yours, it's Jack's as he's bleeding, and you have him in your arms choking, and you feel his hands like, you see this, like he's slippery with blood trying to pull her arms off of him.
Yeah.
Rhonda comes rushing up behind you. She's
I'm gonna try to, as soon as I'm back, I'm gonna try to, kind of already did that move. I want to release, and I want to, like, holding him like this. I want to release and try to spin him like roll twice, and so he's on top of me again, and then I want to feign being hit and then tap out.
Okay, this is gonna take quite an acting roll.
When that bit happened, was there any visible change on her while she was going through that?
Make a perception check.
Human perception?
I think.
Are you human?
Well, you said physical change.
Yeah, like, is there any ability? Yeah, any way to notice a change? Like, I don't know what.
Well, human perception would be like more like trying to figure out what she's feeling or thinking, versus actual perception would be any physical difference to her. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. I guess I was wondering if, like, when that sort of thing happens, just in general, because that's when the.
Because you have your zoom eyes and everything.
Yeah.
So you can go ahead and make that roll if you want.
I'll just make a perception roll.
Rhonda's like, if she kills him, that's it.
What do you want me to do about it?
I don't fucking know.
I can't do anything. I'm back here.
18.
18.
Yeah.
She's always pretty stone-faced. There is no, if you notice anything, it's that there is no expression.
Okay.
She doesn't look
Even
determined.
less.
She's not upset or anything. It's just a cold, ice cold eyes and ice cold face. But you've seen her fight before, and this is how she looks when she fights. So it's a little hard to determine that. What's your acting roll?
Implodes. Ugh, brutal. 1.
Yeah.
So it looks like a soccer player.
Yeah.
You roll like Neymar. Yeah, you hear the crowd. First of all, Gio has been
I was gonna look over at him.
unflappable
Yeah.
and confident, but as it gets really brutal down there, he kind of looks perturbed and whispered something to the big pile of meat, the big guy, and told him to, like, and then he rushes off, presumably to go look for Rhonda or something.
The suit lady? Or
No.
Somebody else. The pond.
The
Okay.
he has yeah, okay. With your insight and perception, his real muscle is who you've clocked.
Yes. Gotcha.
But he keeps this other guy around for show.
Gotcha. Uh-huh.
Right? He keeps the 6'8", built like a brick shit house guy around.
Yes.
As an intimidation factor.
Yeah.
So that he doesn't have to use the other muscle.
Yeah, he's the billboard.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, and you definitely clock, I'm not going to make you roll, you definitely clock that Poltergeist suddenly, like, with your perception also, you're like, what the hell? And then suddenly, like, lets go of him clearly. Mm-hmm. Like, he doesn't pull her arm off. In fact, as she's holding him, it's almost been the amount of time for him to lose consciousness. Like, his arms start to go limp. And then she, like, releases and does this roll. And the crowd, like, half of them, like, the real hammerheads are, like, half-heartedly cheering. And the other half, what did you end up rolling on your acting? A 1. A full half of the audience starts booing, just like, and throwing bottles of shit at the fence. So, like, glass starts shattering and raining down into the fighting pit. Rhonda's like, I don't know, get a trank ready or some shit.
Can I try and start a rumor through the crowd?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I seeing what's happening, and I'm assuming I can see Rhonda also freaking out somewhere.
Yeah, she's sort of like
Or he tells me.
The one corner, the octagon. There's one side of the 8-sided chain link fence that opens up into, like, the backstage, if you will, that has the medical facility and all the other stuff. And that goes like underneath where the chalkboards and the gambling parts are, and then the rest of it is just sort of bleachers, except for the VIP section.
Okay, so then as taking what I know about how often these are fixed, and then the weirdness, and then the booing, I'm gonna be like, oh God, we need Rhonda to like us, and she's part of our team. So I'm gonna start a rumor. I'm gonna be like, oh my God, like she wants a longer fight. She's such a badass. She just wants us to go on longer. She wants to give him she wants us to go on. Whatever. I'm doing my best of like.
Okay, I see what you're doing. You're trying for a kernel of truth.
Yeah.
Right? Go ahead and make your rumor roll. You are very good at this.
I mean, I would think I'd be better.
Seems like I should be better at this.
Okay. 12.
12, okay.
Can I assist?
Sure, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna assist.
Pick a skill and...
Can I use my roll ability to assist?
Yeah, sure.
All right, so
Yeah.
I'm going to use... So, what I'm going to try to do is impact a small group of fans to see if I can help them spread the rumor even further, disseminate it beyond.
Yeah, well, yeah, basically you'll sort of agree with her, and these small group of fans will agree with you if you roll well.
Right, okay. So... Let's see, that would be the DV's 10, so 12.
A 12.
12.
Yeah.
And what I'm saying is, oh hell yeah. Oh hell yeah, she wants this to go on. She doesn't care. She could take a lick, and I know this one. Yeah,
so probably for y'all and the audience
Sorry,
at home.
I got a 22.
Okay.
I didn't add the 10. Oh, no.
No. You're right. What's
right.
confusing?
12 is right.
Yeah. What's confusing is that the roll ability DVs are much lower than skill checks because you don't add a stat to them, right?
Yes.
So it seems like you're not good at it, but the roll ability DVs are set a lot lower for the impact that they have. Okay. So if it seems like you're not good at your roll, it's because of that. You successfully start a rumor. And especially with the assist. But I'm not going to give you the whole crowd because when you roll a 1, you roll a 1.
Yeah.
So there's consequences here, and you do. Rhonda is pissed for a lot of reasons, but she is relieved that you at least played ball. So I think the bell rings. There's glass and smash all over the ring. Loren, Jack is unable to get onto his feet.
Okay. I'm gonna go up to him, and I'm gonna give her just like a wink.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna pick him up, and I'm gonna use my finger syringe to give him some speed heal, and pick him up.
Great. Speed heal is body plus, right? Okay, yeah. With that, without even a roll, you are able to put enough life back into him that he, the effects are immediate. He kind of breathes in, and light comes back into his eyes, and Rhonda comes out, and like you get him on his feet, and Rhonda like grabs his hand and like lifts it up to the crowd, and she is a much better actor than you. and like won't let him, like maybe you want to get him medical attention, she's not letting him leave. She like walks him the entire perimeter, and at one point just shoots you like a look, not exactly daggers, but you get the impression that you should leave. So there is blood on you, so maybe people think you're hurt. He did punch you once.
I'll pretend to limp and like hold my ribs or something.
I don't want to even see another acting role from you.
Oh man, I'm gonna give her a few lessons in stagecraft.
But Rhonda is able to sort of like bring back. It's not her first rodeo, so she's able to sort of bring the crowd back under control. And Gio looks at least reasonably happy that the guy he was betting on won. It's really not about the bets for him anyway. He's probably getting a piece of the hammerhead hats. And sales maybe aren't so good after this.
Yeah.
As we enter back into the green room, I'm just gonna like throw a chair down and I'm gonna storm off to my room.
Okay, Loren, you see this, and you two are left up in the crowd.
I'm gonna like loudly say like, well, I'm getting Jack merch because I don't care what anyone says, he's just a badass and that was sick. And I like walk over to the merch stand.
Okay, you see they still have some Get Jacked t-shirts like Knuckles has.
Sure.
The only size left though is double X.
Perfect.
Or you can get the hammerhead hat.
I'll get both.
Okay. Yeah, just go ahead and you throw down. It's a little too expensive. It's like 30 eddies for a shirt and a hat. And they don't fit.
Sleeping shirt, man.
This is the
Give it to Taffy.
Yeah. You give it to Knuckles as a gift later. Do you throw the hat on?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. You've never seen this before.
You know, I was like, I gotta back you up on this. I'd buy a choker.
Great. Are we to believe Ricky just doesn't have a selection of chokers on him at all times?
I mean, I just take the choker I was wearing off, and I put a hammer.
It's got a JH.
A JH choker. Okay. Is there anything else you wanted to get from Gio, or just eyeballs was enough?
I'm going to listen to see if I can't kind of focus in on him, dampen the rest of the room a little bit, and see what he's talking about. Yeah. What his real reaction to this was.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Go ahead and make your perception +2.
Okay. So that's going to be +13. Oh, implodes. Okay. 13 minus 2? Is that what it is? Yeah. Okay.
So
11.
An 11. It's not great, but you do engage your dampeners, and you just hear him. He's just saying, Gio's bets are always safe bets. And then
okay.
But then like the girls he's with are like, oh, I hope his poor face is okay, and sort of talking, and then the refrigerator guy, the refrigerator shaped guy comes back, and he's like, I don't know, boss, Rhonda didn't really talk to me. He's like, well, everything worked out, didn't it? Bada bing. Just like I said.
Yeah.
Go get my money.
How many rings does this guy have on his fingers?
Oh, all the rings.
All the rings.
Mostly a pinky ring.
Yeah.
He's got a pinky ring on every finger.
But he's got 5.
He's got delicate hands.
It's all pinkies.
All pinkies. He's got special cyber hands that are just pinkies.
Yuck.
They're just 10 pinkies. Oh, I love it.
I don't know what that would look like, but it doesn't.
Awful.
It doesn't sound good.
This sounds terrible.
Okay. You got photos of his whole crew. I think throughout this whole night, you've been able to like capture individual shots that are clear on everybody in the crew.
Awesome.
And you've sent them to Blades. Okay. Anything else? Do you guys work your way backstage? Take off?
I think.
I'm gonna take off. I mean, do you want to get involved right now?
I don't know. Well, Do we want to play? We want to play it closer to the chest. Play our connection.
Yeah.
A little closer to the chest. Okay. I just ping them both. Interesting fight. Let's powwow soon.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. I think
I
they will
ping back,
appreciate
do I
our
have
lack
to?
of involvement.
And I just ping back. Yes.
Yeah. Okay, aftermath of the fight, downstairs, Poltergeist storms into her room. Rhonda does her crowd work and brings Jackhammer back and puts him on the gurney. You've got your work cut out for you. You haul him into the cryo pretty much right away, I think. He's missing some teeth. He's probably gonna have to have those surgically put back in or get some cyberware to replace them. He's got some internal bleeding, usual stuff. He's kind of incoherent.
I tell whoever's next to me, he's gonna have to be in here for a good 2-3 weeks. I'm guessing. He's not looking good. He's barely alive, to be honest.
Roach catches you right before you put him in the cryo chamber. He's like, just a minute, and he plugs in his brain dance retrieval, and he's like, this kid's gonna make me rich.
So he's like, so he takes the fight from their perspective, and then people plug into it.
Mm-hmm.
Got it. Okay. Sorry.
So
they can experience either
Day
side
and
of
the
the
player
fight,
was
right?
unclear.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And he actually have to think about this. Roach goes for your door. And Rhonda stops him. He's like, I need both sides of this fight. Are you kidding me? This is going to be legendary. And Rhonda says, you're not getting that side tonight, sugar. Roach is like upset a little bit by that, but Roach is he's Roach. He's like, that's fine. The big money's in getting beat up anyway. Rhonda taps on your door.
Can I help you?
Sugar, I'm glad that fight went the way it was supposed to. You're gonna get a lot of people in trouble if you don't play ball the right way.
I'm gonna open the door. Say, listen, I did my best. I'm pumped full of metal. I don't know what to tell you. I'm a murderer, not an actor.
You think you're the first tough cookie to come out of penitentiary? I'll see you at breakfast. And she leaves.
I close the door.
I follow over after dealing with JH.
Yeah.
And as you start to close the door, I'm like, hey. And I kind of pass by Rhonda and like sort of force my way into the room. And I'm like, I saw something in you. You kind of shut off for a second there.
Yeah,
You all right, kid?
I'm fine. I could use some patching up, though. He did take a chunk out of me.
Yeah. That's why I'm here, but you zoned out. You were gone. You all right?
I'm fine. I'm not the fighter you should be worried about.
I don't give a shit about health. I could give a fuck less about him or you. But what I saw there, I do every day. when I wake up in the morning.
You beat the shit out of Jack Hammer?
No. You know what I mean. Whatever you got going on, I don't give 2 fucks, but, I'm just saying. I saw it, and I'm not the only one with good eyes.
All right, Loren. I could use patching up, not a life lesson.
Fair enough. I'll shut up. And I just get to work on her and patch her up.
You hit her with a speed heal, and where are you at? How much did you lose?
49 out of 65.
Okay, so 11 points. Your body's kind of high.
What do you mean?
Yeah. So, you have seen chromed out individuals, and cyberpsychosis is a real thing, and this is something you definitely know about. That said, you don't usually see people, usually it's a one-way trip. So, she may just be, you also, not to reveal too much, but you've seen this in soldiers, you've seen it in, people who are trained to kill. This is the...
Yeah. I don't say anymore.
All right.
The rest is sort of hidden.
As you walk out, Rhonda, palm trees, what do you think?
I thought that was only the Yono's nickname for me. Oh, God, here we go. What do I think of what?
Is it worth the work, or should we cut her loose?
You want my opinion, or do you want me to tell you what the reality is?
I'm not interested in your opinion. I just know you see the world objectively in a way that... Now, I'm going to put there's a lot of factors, I'm not going to lie. There's a lot of money that can be made with a fighter like her.
You're not going to have her for long. She's going. And that's the truth.
Oh, shit. You know I got a soft spot for hurt puppies. Let's see what we can do.
What's wrong with her? I can't fix.
Yeah. Well, matters of the heart aren't exactly your speciality.
What gave me away?
Get some sleep.
Yeah.
Keep Jack alive.
I'll do what I can. It's gonna take a while.
Okay. We'll clear his car for next week. He deserves some rest.
And the week after.
Okay. Okay. That ends that night at the ring. What's the next move for the crew? You do have you wake up to or actually before you even go to bed, you get hit by blades. I don't have nothing really surprising about Geo. He's somewhat connected. He's always been rich as far as I can tell. Must be connected through local government and whatever. They stay out of his business, so that's all I can say about that. The more interesting picture is I knew he hired private security, but that one, the woman, is I did some really good hacker shit to find this out. Her name is Melanie. And she's there's not a lot of data, but she works with Danger Gal. And she's got more than a few confirmed kills.
Well, so do we. But thank you. That's really important information. I appreciate it.
Okay, anything I can do for you?
Did you come up with anything about the casino itself? Blueprints, security info?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I can send that over to you.
Perfect.
I got just a layout from the Public Services Department. His security is all closed circuit television, and I imagine if he's working with Melanie, he's probably got Danger Gal plugging up any other holes. The biggest, basically the top, the roof has an aerial vehicle landing port, and the VIPs tend to come through there, so they don't have to walk through the casino floor. And then the top floor has his VIP area. I don't know anything about a vault particularly, but I imagine it must be, he'd probably keep it up close there. And then the downstairs is your sort of run-of-the-mill casino. Table games, slot machines. People go there and lose a lot of money, but mostly, there's a little bit of room for like your more successful Edgerunners, but most people that are smart enough to scrape money together like that are too smart to give it away at a casino. It's kind of middle management corpos looking for thrills. You know the type.
Sure. So
you're probably friends with them, honestly.
Probably. That's what I was gonna ask, was if you thought that my alter ego would be fitting right in with the VIPs at that kind of place.
You're gonna have to do some convincing, because the VIPs are like they've got a lot of they got a lot of like dick to swing around, you know what I'm saying? But I mean, you could sell yourself. We could put something together.
Yeah, I've got some ideas.
Sure. Okay. Anything else?
Not for right now, but thank you. This is really great stuff. It's really important for what we've got to do.
So I was thinking about writing this piece, if we have time to talk.
Sure.
I've been really interested in, because of what we've been working on, the privatization of the prison system and how that's impacted the... yeah, I see your eyes are already glazing over. Never mind this.
No, I'm listening.
I just don't think it's really fair that Militech has so much say over who goes or doesn't go to prison. Seems kind of like fucked up.
Yeah, it is. Absolutely. I think that's a great idea. Why don't you write something up and send it my way for me to look over?
Okay.
Great.
Oh, and your mom, like, I brought her groceries or something.
Thank you. I seriously appreciate that. I know you hate doing that, but I really appreciate it. So thank you.
Okay. See you later.
Bye.
In my mind, she still rolls away.
She just kind of glides now.
She's wheelies now, so she can like walk when she wants and glide when she wants. She has cyberpunk wheelies.
Yeah. Okay, what's the next move from you guys?
So she's never seen Nautica, right? She wouldn't know about.
I guess. I'm trying to remember. I don't think so.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I don't think you ever showed that side of yourself around Blades.
Okay.
Unless, I mean, it's been 3 years. Like, you could say whatever you want.
Yeah. Probably not.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So I hear the beginnings of a plan here.
Yeah. So we're buzzing we buzz them to come over and start the process?
How long? We don't have we just do we don't have like a day this is happening. We're just picking a day. Okay.
Okay.
Let me talk with you for a second.
Okay.
My initial idea is we go in as VIPs. You, the rock star, me, the former corpo socialite still hanging on to whatever.
Sure.
I just don't know how to get them in because Geo knows exactly who Ghost is and who Loren is. So why would they be there? They don't seem sneaky.
Now, we can't get her in now. She's kind of a celebrity herself after that fight.
Yeah.
But that would be weird, yeah?
But she's also, like, working for them.
And I don't think that she necessarily is, yeah, you're right. Gio would find it weird that she just gets to gallivant.
Well, let's call them over. Let me ping Rhonda and ask her if she ever hires out her fighters as personal bodyguards for people willing to pay.
That's true. We can just basically act like we were impressed with what we saw.
Yeah.
You know, if that doesn't work, if we can't pull that off, then your basic, we go in through the front door and we unlock the back door.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So pinging us that.
Sure. How about why don't you come by? We can all talk it out here.
Great.
So the four of you are in the backstage of Knockouts, sitting around. We could have the breakfast table again. Hey, baby, sit down, get some eggs. Yeah, and Loren has to come in early, which I don't know if that. I'm sure that makes him very just jubilant. Oh, baby, I thought you were.
He's wearing sunglasses inside, and you can tell he's like super tired, like hungover. Like,
yeah, you're always a ray of sunshine, but you know today's a special occasion. So you ask about that. So one problem I'm having with this line of inquiry is. Part of the bag is we don't get it connected back my way.
Sure. So
muscle is muscle, but we can't parade her through the showroom floor. Same goes for Loren. I imagine Loren can probably fly under the radar a little bit better at this point, but maybe they can be more on the external extraction side of things. Or just in case things go belly up.
Sure. That was our plan B, so we'll just switch over to that.
We'll be on the inside.
Mm-hmm.
And get the layout. Do we have a layout?
Yeah, Blades gave you a rudimentary layout. Information you have, just to sort of recap.
Yes,
right?
Thank you. Sorry. Yep.
You got a look that's just sort of floor plan-ish, like it's not a full Zillow listing with pictures of every room, but it gives you sort of a general layout where there's a big casino floor, 2 bars downstairs, bathrooms, and then upstairs is quite a bit smaller. There's a VIP area. Where apparently the high rollers play some sort of they're playing some high stakes card game that's popular among the uber rich, and you don't know who gets invited to those games. You could maybe find that out somehow.
Okay.
There's aerial vehicles coming and going on the roof, and other than that, people come through the front door. Usually you can't get from the casino floor to the VIP area without going past some extra security.
Okay, great. And the vehicles, the area of vehicles coming and going, they are Mostly like guests being dropped off and stuff like that? Okay.
Yeah. So essentially you would bring in rich people don't, walk or even drive. They'll usually just like come from their penthouse, fly in. They don't want to actually they don't want to smell the people on the bottom floor.
Right.
So they come through the roof.
Right.
Through the top floor. There is access between the two floors.
Yeah.
But yeah, the idea is to keep those two things separate.
And from the general layout, looking at it, the general layout, we don't know exactly where the vault is, right? Is that correct?
No.
Okay. Is there a dark spot? And you know what I mean? Like, is there like...
Yeah, I mean, y'all can give me whatever role you think might lead you to this.
It's
I would take like even electronics or just
Deduction.
Yeah, deduction is a fine one.
Because I'm fucking great at that.
I'm good at deduction.
You are.
Yeah.
So
I'll roll for deduction.
So I'm looking at it and I'm saying, is there does it feel like there's like a room missing or anything? I mean, you look at these plans.
Yeah. And then Shitwrecked says,
30.
You've got the plans upside down. With her 30.
Oh, sorry. And I go, oh shit. I make music.
Yeah, with a 30, you absolutely are like, well, it would only make sense that it would be near the stairwell where they could move things up and down. There's even like, there's a room there's a shaft for an elevator that doesn't seem particularly accessible by the casino goers. You can only assume that it's like used to move things like chips or empty cash cages and send them up and down this elevator. And then there's this, it's connected directly to a room that's unmarked and doesn't have, it has electricity, but there's like no, it doesn't appear to be in use for anything other than possibly something like a vault.
Awesome. Yeah. Nice. So is that first floor, second floor?
Yeah, do you remember?
Because I'm like, is that first floor? Second floor?
Yeah, you remember? Since with a 30, you even put together like, you like flash back to the fight, and you overhear Gio talking to one of the ladies in his crew, and he's just like, "Yeah, you ever seen the Mona Lisa?" And they're like, "The real Mona Lisa?" He's like, "Yeah, the real Mona Lisa, the one where she's topless." And they're like, "Oh, I've never seen it. You must be a real art collector." And he's like, "Yeah, I got it in my vault. It's right next to the VIP room."
Bada bing, bada boom.
Bada bing, bada boom. Bam, bam, bam.
Yeah. And so yeah, you're able to put together with a 30 pretty much exactly where the vault probably is. And it's across, it's not direct, it doesn't have direct access to I keep wanting to call it a helipad because but whatever, the aerial vehicle pad enters on one side that leads into the VIP area, and then the other side of that area has the vault. And then there is access to it through this elevator that may or may not be big enough to move people, but there is an elevator that moves stuff from the ground floor up. And then there's also stairway access from the ground floor to the roof or to the VIP area. But by all accounts, that's heavily guarded, and people rarely move through that stairway. The other thing you know is Blades mentioned that he appears to have hired Danger Gal as his private security detail. We can get Streetwise or history or whatever research you want to do on Danger Gal.
I want a little Streetwise on Danger Gal.
Library search, like, what does that apply? Like, what does that apply to in Cyberpunk? Like, is there library? Are there libraries?
Yeah, there's digital archives for stuff.
Digital
if you're trying to
archives,
find history and all sorts of stuff. I got a 12 for Streetwise.
Okay.
I just have 14.
I'm gonna see if there's any archives of Danger Gals.
Yeah.
21.
Yeah. Okay. will use library search for like when you're looking for something specific and you have time to look for it.
Okay.
You can go through these archives.
Okay.
You know that Danger Gal actually operates out of a building in Night City. In fact, even with a 14 Streetwise, you remember, you don't know much about it, but you've seen the building and there's like a big DG logo on the side. Like they're not like hiding.
They're not hiding who
presence.
they are.
They're like a firm that people can hire for consultation, etc.
Nice. Okay.
So there's like an office building that they operate out of. That they have a front. You're not sure much. What was your role again? Your library role was higher.
21.
21. Okay, over 20. Yeah, they're highly skilled. They deal with all kinds of delicate operations. You haven't had any personal run-ins with them, but you know they're expensive and they're good at their job. And yeah. So Geo is shelling out. And I'll give you this as well. Between Blades and your research, his acquisition of this Danger Girl detail is relatively recent.
Okay.
Like within the last few weeks. You get the impression maybe he beefed up a little bit.
Okay.
And do we remember, did Rhonda say he, in the last few weeks, obtained this item? Did she mention that
Yeah,
timeline?
I mean,
so does it seem like the timeline might
match up, yeah.
might match up? Okay. All right. Great. Kind of random but related question. How are Blades and I by any means the same height or body build?
Yeah, ish. Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, would you like pass for each other? Or like,
I mean, I have a minorly unhinged idea
Let's hear it.
of showing her previous footage of myself and my party days, seeing how well she can imitate it, potentially going in as ourselves,
Using her as bait.
switching.
Using the beloved NPC,
No.
fan favorite,
No,
as bait.
no.
Okay.
Switching, like in a bathroom, switching, so she's still partying it up, and I can unobtrusively sneak off, but I never left.
I see. So now we're talking about not just like teaching her how to be you, but we're full on disguise.
I
right?
mean, it's an option possibly.
Okay.
I'm just trying to think how we get in there. But if we disappear for some time and then something goes missing, how are we not immediately suspect?
Oh my God, yeah. Okay. Well,
Especially if they're outside.
as much as I would like to not put her in that position, Blades would love that. Let's
Right.
be real.
Yes.
But
She wouldn't be doing the dangerous part. I would. She'd just be partying.
okay. She poses as you while you break into the vault.
Yes.
And while I just stay at the tables gambling? Because what if we get... So what if we get invited to the VIP room, is my point.
That's what I'm
Right.
hoping
Okay.
for.
Someone's got to keep them entertained. I'm good at breaking into stuff and being sneaky about it.
Yeah, that's what I don't want to
but
do
the
anything
same-
alone. I just don't know how to make ourselves not obviously the ones who did it.
Right.
Maybe we can think of some sort of we're good at distractions. We've got a track record of being good at distractions.
You're
I
good
know
at
you two said
distractions.
you wanted no involvement in the planning, but if you have ideas, do feel free to shout them out.
You noted.
Please do, palm trees, because this unhinged ass shit, I don't know. I mean, I trust you know how to do your jobs, but...
Listen, I'm just trying to work around the fact that you gave us 2 people to help us who cannot be seen at all where we're at. Otherwise, they would implicate you. So then we're down 2 people in a situation.
Sort of.
So what do we do?
Sort of. Here's my thought, because I don't think the Blades idea is a terrible idea. However, if we can figure out how to basically, metaphorically unlock the door that lets them in, we just need to get away long enough to do that.
Yeah.
And then we can come right back.
All right.
Well, yeah, I mean, can't you do your thing? Distract everybody, make a scene. Ricky and Loren go in and try to break into the safe, grab the stuff, and then I'm cover.
Yes, absolutely, I can do that.
But then, so this is all about just getting to the vault. How do we get in?
You just said you're good at breaking into things.
I don't know this particular brand yet or anything like that. There's some vault information I would require, but best way is to find out who has the key.
This spy shit was not my, I don't want to say department, but it's just not really something I'm good at, but I can patch you up if you want. I can go in, I can make a scene, or I can put some people out. I can make sure they don't wake up for a little while.
Who has the key?
Knock them out.
Knock them out. Take it. And they can open it while we pretend to gamble. First of all, someone's going to have to stake us VIP level money.
Let me call Portia.
All right. Unless you think this is a red crane in the window situation. No. They don't need to know about this.
No.
Okay.
No one can identify my girl Ghost if they are taking a nap.
Yeah, of course.
Exactly.
So it sounds like you need information on the security.
Yes.
Yes.
I mean, they've still got cameras and shit too, which we're gonna be seeing. If we do steal a key and knock someone out, we still have to dodge these cameras.
So who's running the security?
Danger Gal.
Danger Gal's running security for them.
So there's a landing pad at the top of the building and a stairwell down for VIP members. Am I remembering that correctly?
Yes.
And then the location of the safe, we have a general
Next to the VIP room.
close to the VIP room,
Stairs highly guarded.
and the stairs are guarded.
Sec level top floor where the rich people come in, security level there. That's probably the lowest level, right? Our security is up
What
there.
if we got into the security room and had one of us in there so we could actually see everything that's going on at all times and have one guy in your ear?
Yeah. No, you guys we're on the same page.
I heard him bragging about the vault at the match to one of the girls. Is he known to just take hot girls to show off things in the vault? All right, so
Well,
you
how-
can
Go
be
do your
hot
thing.
girl to show off thing in vault. Maybe we knock him out when he's in there, lock him in there himself, take what we need.
We still got to get them in. What did we say about security? So, what did we say about security level on the roof? High, low? I feel like it's high on the
High
ground.
security on the stairwell, security in the stairwell. So there's a landing pad on the top where the rich people come, and then they go in, and then there's a VIP room, which is very close to the safe room.
What if we basically Velcro you to the bottom of our airship? And when the coast is clear, we just get off. We're like, hey, Ricky's here.
Yeah, I mean, I
Oh,
can hide.
I gotta sign some autographs.
Like I said before, I'm good to just cover. I have a sniper rifle, and if shit goes sideways, then I'm there.
Okay. Rhonda, you having feelings about this?
I feel like half a bad plan's better than no plan.
You would.
Well, my other idea would be to completely infiltrate Danger Gal, which doesn't make any sense since we're kind of on a time crunch.
I don't have a real time crunch. Are you guys on a clock?
I wasn't told I was on a clock.
I mean, sooner the better.
Of course, always.
I imagine Gio's gonna offload this piece eventually, but he just likes to hold on to his things, you know?
Listen, I am absolutely...
Bada bing.
Bada boom. I'm absolutely willing to bada bing and bada boom with him to get a viewing of the vault.
I mean, I don't think you got a bada boom, Gio.
No, I just mean, that's not
But if you're
what
willing
I
to do it for the
mean.
cause, I mean...
I see where that got misconstrued.
This is a family show.
Bada bing, bada boom. Thank you for watching this episode.
Bada bye.
Bada bye.
Bye.
Now we're gonna pause the action here. With all the bada bings and bada booms you can handle coming up on the next
And
episode.
Bada bang that subscribe button.
Bada bing the bell.
Bada bing the bell.
Bada boom. Subscribe.
And bada bang a comment.
Joke's on you, I like being bada boomed.
Sound off in the comments. Throw in a bada bing.
Which
And check the description.
Heist plan's your favorite?
Check the description below for the link to our Patreon. Of course, any way you can support the channel is greatly appreciated. Especially big shout out to those patrons. And we love you all very much. Thank you for watching.
We love your comments.
See you next time.
Bada bing.